Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Love Kind Good. On this channel I share weekly about things that are just going on, my experiences, things that I can share with anyone that may help them become happier and healthier in life. Today I am doing something a little different. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I usually just sit at my table or on the sofa and just speak to you. But today I'm bringing you outside. We are, I'll show you. We are doing a test run today. We are going, and I'll show you more about it, but we're going to do a test run. You guys know that I've been working on overcoming my fear of going camping solo. And so today I am putting up my tent as a trial run, and my intention is to go camping this weekend, Friday night and Saturday night. And I think next week's video will be of me camping, that experience. So I kind of want to bring you along. But I have another topic that I want to talk about. So we're going to do this tent setup, and then we'll probably go inside for the rest. But stay tuned. Let's see if it actually goes up. Okay, so that took like 5 minutes. Wasn't too bad at all. This is a blackout tent, so it's meant to keep some sunlight out. However, there's like these big open windows on either side, and maybe I need to put the rain flap on to block out that, but kind of was silly. Anyways, sorry, I was distracted there. Yeah, so the test run was good. There does not appear to be any holes, so looks like tent may be good to go. I'll probably take it down now and then pack it back up. Last night I've been gathering all my supplies for this trip that we've talked about, and so last night I'm not bougie, but I hate being cold, and so I bought a heated sleeping bag with a large battery bank to keep it going. I think Friday night the low is going to be to 31 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 0 Celsius, and but the rest of the weekend is supposed to be beautiful, so I was just a little concerned about that first night. So but the campground I'm going to is Kings Mountain Battleground, and so it's only like 30 minutes from my house, so if something were to happen, I can easily get back here to my house. So all right, well, let's continue on inside, and I'll tell you some of the thoughts that I was having this week, and then we'll wrap this video up this week. All right, come along. All right, so I'm back inside. It's actually later in the day now. I managed to put up the tent by myself. Like I said, it took 5 minutes, so I felt really good. So if you guys have watched my other videos, you know that I've been working on this overcoming fear about camping by myself, and also kind of keeping myself out of my comfort zone, pushing myself to try new things and not get into a routine of settling and being comfortable with just doing like the status quo. And so part of that journey is going camping. And so today I set up the tent just to test it out. You know, I'm going Friday night, and Friday night's supposed to be like a low of 31, which is like around 0 degrees Celsius. So I think I mentioned this. So I have that heated sleeping bag. I think I'll be fine. But I am kind of thinking that maybe I'll just wake up early Saturday and go and just camp out Saturday night. The campground I'm going to, you have to buy 2 nights. That's the only reason why I was going Friday night. Originally, it was just going to be Saturday into Sunday, but I'll check it out and see. I'm gonna be flexible with that because it doesn't really matter to me whether I stay one night or 2 nights. One night would probably be fine for me for the purposes of this trip. But so I wanted to talk about another kind of topic that's been coming up, and that topic is how to handle or manage giving people access to your energy. And I don't know if that really comes across what I'm trying to say, but I'll give you some examples. So, as many of you know that I like energy work. I love like Reiki. I love sound baths. I love breath work, meditation. I'm really big into meditation. So, I journal a lot. I do physical activity, body movement, like dancing, improv dancing, ecstatic dancing, and I do all those things to keep my energy in line and to keep myself centered and grounded and tuned into what the universe has, what messages the universe wants to give me. And so, and I don't know, and so I do all this work for myself to keep myself sane and leveled, and I have had a couple situations where I've had people that want to take and drain energy from me and use me as a resource without really giving back to the relationship. So I was talking to this guy in Mexico, and we started the process of breaking up. You guys know the story. If you've watched my other videos, I've talked about him in those videos. And we kept going back and forth. And when things, so after we officially ended it, he reached out to me a couple times, and when things were going wrong with him and needed somebody to lean on. And the last time, which was beginning of January, I got upset with him, and I told him, I was like, you can't just call me and use me I'm not your boyfriend. You don't get unlimited access to me to lean on and to help with things. And I was like, and I had told him previously, I can't be your friend. I'm not that, I can't pour into a person and pour into a relationship that I want to have a romantic relationship with, and then all of a sudden the other person doesn't want. So we had this big thing, and I was just like, no, it doesn't work that way. You don't get unlimited access to me to lean on when you need something. And so there's another person who I had a romantic interest in, and he and I sat down previously, and and I had told him, I was like, yes, my position is that, I like you and I want a romantic relationship with you. And he had told me that he did not want a relationship, that he did not want to be tied down, that he was planning on traveling and blah, 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 and doing all this kind of stuff. And I was like, hey, great. I appreciate that. Thank you for kind of letting me know where you stand. So that way I can kind of detach and regulate. And we weren't that serious. And so it was easier with him. But then over the last week or so, we talk occasionally. He's a really nice guy. And we talk occasionally. Well, over this last week and a half, maybe week, he's been contacting me and telling me about this guy that he was dating. And then he was all upset because he broke up with the guy, stating the same conversation that he had with me. And, at first I was just kind of like, oh, wow, that, I'm so sorry that happened to you, blah, 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 if you, blah, blah, blah. And like, and then today, like, or last night, he like texted me and was like, he was texting me saying that he was not in a good space. He was depressed, can't sleep over this guy, and he like really likes him. And I'm sitting there thinking like, there's some words I wanted to use just now, but like, I was just like, are you serious? Like, you tell me that you don't want a relationship with me, and you know that I want a relationship with you, and you have the audacity to contact me and like tell me about how you're feeling about another guy and all upset and stuff. Like, I was like, that's unacceptable. And I was like, I wish you the best of luck, but I can't continue to allow you to have access to me to make you feel good and stuff like that. And so, he did send me an acknowledgement saying that he is so sorry. It wasn't his intention to do that, and he will not do that again. And so, felt fine, but like, it basically brought up that conversation about like, who do you allow to have access to your energy? And, something that I work so hard to keep, like, even in my marriage, I gave all my energy to my husband, and, I basically almost agreed with almost everything he wanted to do. And that is not healthy on my part. And that is not something that I'm willing to compromise and repeat in any kind of future relationships. And so it's kind of been on my mind lately. And, I think it obviously goes to setting healthy boundaries, which clearly I have not had I've not had a good track record of setting it clearly. And so I'm now learning that, and it's also like a little bit of a like self-worth as well, like how much do I value my time and my energy, and my sanity. When you give and give and give to other people without one receiving or replenishing your own energy, you get burnt out and have a mental breakdown and such. And I don't think I want to do that again. So I am taking those bold steps of being like, no, you don't get access to me like that. And that's unacceptable to me today. And so, and that extends, down the line from relationships with family to friends, romantic partners, including work. I have a tendency of being overly loyal and dedicated, meaning there would be times when I wouldn't take lunch break and wouldn't leave early to make up for that lunch break that I missed or something along those lines. And I am no longer doing that. Like, obviously, I'm not taking advantage of the situation. I'm putting forth my work and my effort into it. But what I'm no longer doing is I'm no longer giving and giving. I think maybe the stance I'm taking now is I am filling my cup to the top, and whatever overflows, I will then share with other people. I heard and learned that in a, obviously that's a pretty standard, saying, but I had heard that at a retreat in Lisbon last year, and it kind of stuck with me. And, it's basically the same thing as like when you're flying and they say any kind of issues, put your oxygen mask on first before helping others. And, that's where I am now. And it's good. I don't feel uneasy about doing that because I know how hard I work for the sanity and the high vibration that I have today. and I'm no longer willing to sacrifice that. So those are kind of the topic that I wanted to talk about today. Taking those baby steps towards overcoming fear with the tent, and going camping next weekend, and then setting healthy boundaries around maintaining your energy and keeping it sacred. You work so hard for it, and there's no sense in giving it away, especially giving it away for free when you're not getting it back. So hopefully you guys can get something out of that. And next week, I think it's going to be a little different. I think next week's video might be just a camping video, like me getting there, setting up. Maybe I'll show me setting up the tent and stuff, and then we'll just do put a little montage of the weekend together, show you what I'm doing and what I'm working on. I have a couple things in mind that I want to get done while I'm on this trip, so I'll explain that as well. So, all right, you guys take care, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.